Welcome to the presentation. So I will be sharing with you tips in this discussion on how you can build your self-esteem. Self-esteem, building self-esteem will help you take bold steps. Okay, chase on your dreams, chase on your purpose, be unapologetic about it and about who you are. You are not going to be caring of what other people are thinking. You're going to be living the life that you want, that you enjoy, and then having the courage to create the life that you enjoy. Okay, so I hope you go with me throughout the presentation. Acknowledge and appreciate all of you guys who will be staying with me throughout the presentation to learn about how you can improve your self-esteem. And with the low self-esteem, you are going to be a person who has a low self-worth. It affects your self-worth. So for also not only for improving and having the courage to chase your dreams and to take a bold step, but also for personal respect, because you will realize that people with a healthy self-esteem, they have high standards. So the level of your self-esteem, it affects your self-worth as well. We need to be working on ourselves daily so that we can have more than enough confidence to live the life that we desire, or to build the life that we desire. Okay, so for those of you who are committed in building themselves, for you to go into the next level, it requires a different you. Next level, it doesn't require the old you, it requires a different you. Thank you, and I appreciate you for joining the discussion today. Agenda. We'll be talking about tips on how to stop comparing yourself with other people. When you compare yourself, you will always find something better. You always find someone better, and it will eat away your self-esteem. And also we'll be talking about reconciliation, how to reconcile the negatives. There are certain traits about yourself that you believe are negative. Okay, and for every trait that you have, it has both sides. So I'm going to help you to see the other side of the traits that you are not aware of, that you might not be aware of. Okay, usually with self-esteem issues, we see the negative side, we see the bad, we only see the ugly side, and we magnify those thoughts, those ideas in our minds, and it eats away our self-esteem. Now, on the contrary, when we see the positive only, but we don't see the other side, the disadvantage of the trait, we get pumped up with pride. Okay, we have we be macho, we feel more than important, we feel that we can be an island. Okay, so but having a balanced perspective, seeing the negative and seeing the positive, the advantage and the disadvantage, it brings you to a place of equilibrium where you are able to acknowledge how both sides of one trait, they are able to serve you and to advance and to help you advance in pursuit of your purpose. I'm going to help you and to discuss with you and help you how you can rewire your mindset. Most of the challenges that you have are the challenges in your mind. Okay, so for example, when you experience a difficulty, we most likely think negative about ourselves, we blame ourselves, we judge ourselves. How many times per hour or per day do you judge yourself? When you think negative about yourself, when you think bad things about yourself, it eats away your self-esteem. So I want to challenge you to think positive, and to help you how you can think, to train your mind, how you can automatically think positive thoughts, even if you are going through some challenges, even if you are experiencing challenges. Okay, so it's very important for you to it's very important for you to train your mind to think positive, to see the light. Okay, that will help you go out and do the things that you need to do. Okay, it means that rejection won't stop you. People saying no won't stop you. When you're encountering a problem, it won't stop you. Okay, I'm going to be discussing with you how to affirm the beliefs that strengthen and that grows your self-esteem. Okay, you realize that the beliefs that you have about yourself, they are either unconsciously building your self-esteem up, or they are eating away your self-esteem. You will need to remove the beliefs and the mindsets that you have that are sabotaging you, that shameful mindsets, thinking shameful thoughts about yourself, thinking that you are not worthy, the feeling of unworthiness. We need to remove them and replace those beliefs with the belief of being worthy, being lovable, being understanding, seeing yourself as an achiever. And once you have those beliefs in your mind, how can you affirm them? How can you make them even more stronger? Are you ready? Are you ready to rumble? Are you ready? Are you ready to rumble? Better. You better believe it. The party has started. Stop comparing yourself with other people. You compare yourself with other people so that you can find validation. Okay, validation is the need for you to feel loved, to feel accepted, to feel right, to be right. Okay, whatever validation, whatever type of validation that you need. When you compare yourself to other people to find validation from your family, from your friends, or from your colleague, is an indication that something is missing on the inside. What you seek, what you want, and what you desire on the outside is an indication of what is missing within you. Okay, if you want love, you want acceptance, you want the feeling of being right, and it jack up, it boosts your confidence, is because of internally already you don't feel accepted, already you are fearful on the inside, already you lack confidence, already you are not feeling validated. That's why you go out to seek validation. That's why you behave in such a way that it will give you acceptance, because you did not accept yourself in the first place. Someone or somewhere, they rejected you, they abandoned you, they made you believe that there's something wrong with you, and they planted the seeds of self-rejection and self-hate. Okay, so you must be questioning why you behave in such a way that you behave, and why you tend to repeat the same cycles that are keeping you stuck on the same level. Because if you want to change your life, when you want to move to the next level, it will require a different you, and knowledge. It will require that you have a different standards. You become a different person, and knowledge is the key, is one of the key that is going to help you unlock those levels. Okay, so just like you attending this presentation, Maybe you are somewhere on your mobile phone through the magical technologies of internet. It's going to help you. Okay, it's going to assist you. So when I'm talking about comparing yourself, I want to challenge you to stop doing it, but it's also important for you to understand why you are doing it. Okay, because every time you do it, you are setting yourself for failure. It's a double-edged sword, because there's always someone better. There's always something better than who you are, and you're going to feel more miserable. Okay, and you can't control how other people behave. Okay, you can't control how they behave. Okay, but you can decide that from this moment on, I'm going to feel good whether they like or they don't like me. I am worthy, I am enough, irrespective of what I have, what I don't have, irrespective of how I look and my performance. You can learn to love and to accept yourself, to feel good about yourself without the help of external sources, without the help of you getting a marvelous degree. Okay, you can feel good. Okay, it's okay to achieve and to feel good about your achievement, but when we remove those achievements, where will you be? How will you feel? Who will you become? If you will feel miserable, if you will feel lost, if you will feel fearful without your achievements, you must know it's a very bad sign. It's a red flag. Okay, it's a sign that your self-esteem is low. You need to go to a doctor to get a medication, to get fixed, to be fixed. So comparing, you go out into the world to look for what is wrong or what is right. You will always find it. Okay, whatever that you are looking for in the world, it's there, I promise you. Okay, if you go out to find what is right with you, you will find it. Reality always reflects what you are looking for within you. Okay, reality will always give you and will always reflect who you are on the inside. Reality will always reflect your innermost health beliefs. Okay, so your life is a manifestation. Your life experiences is a manifestation of your internal beliefs. Okay, your beliefs about yourself, about life, about others, they all of them play a part in creating your reality. Okay, if you believe you are worthy, you will feel good, and it will show up in your speech, in your behavior, and other people will feel the same about you, will treat you the same. Okay, if you believe you are miserable, we will see it on how you carry yourself, on how you treat other people, and people also will reflect that. Okay, so don't blame people. Okay, because people are reflecting the kind of energy that you bring forth. Okay, they are reflecting who you are. Your world is your mirror. If you are lacking in confidence, it will show in your behavior, and people won't have confidence in you. Okay, because you don't even trust yourself in the first place. Okay, people who do not have self-respect, they don't even honor what comes out of their mouth. Okay, it's like, I promise you that, you know what, my friend, I'm going to give you $500. Don't worry about your school fees. Okay, all it's sorted. And when that time comes, you call me, no man, I'm busy. No, I'm busy, this thing happened, and I tend to do certain things. I say one thing and I do the opposite. I give you excuses. You're never going to trust me again, because of I don't respect what comes out of my mouth. So that's a sign of a low self-esteem, a low self-worth. They are connected. If I have a high esteem on myself, I will respect myself and I will have a high standard on myself, okay? And I will respect and value what comes out of my mouth. And when I respect and value what comes out of my mouth, I will live incongruent. What I do is going to be incongruent with what I said. Okay, I'm going to respect what comes out of my mouth and I'm going to walk the talk. Okay, so low self-esteem, it's when you say something, you do the opposite because you don't respect what comes out of your mouth. If you respect yourself enough, you will honor what comes out of your mouth. You will respect it. Okay, and your life will be incongruent with what you preach, with who you say you are. So what am I saying? I'm saying that who you are on the inside is always, you are always reflecting that on the external world. Okay, time is rolling. There is a need to compare so that you may feel good, so that you may feel validated. So stop comparing. Learn to stop comparing. Learn to love yourself. Learn to stop seeking love from the outside and learn to find love within you. Happiness, confidence, love, they are not into other things. They are not into the world. They are not from the world. They are within you. You can find them within you. Okay, we just need to learn the know-how. We need to learn the know-how, but they are there. I promise you. Okay, because remember, you are looking to the outside world to get confirmation on whether you are better, you are beautiful. We are all looking for that is validation. And what if the world will not give you that? What if the person that you are looking for validation from, they are in their mood swings and they are swinging very low tonight or today, or they are swinging very high, the swings? You're going to get rejected. Okay, but you can learn to find love within yourself. The negative things you believe about yourself. Okay, shall we? Low self-confidence is characterized by you having a negative perception about yourself, you believing negative about yourself. It's very bad. It's actually synonymous to self-hate. Self-hate is thinking hateful thoughts about yourself. Self-love or self-esteem, it's thinking loving thoughts, wonderful thoughts about yourself. Which one is more better? Which one will give you more disease and depression? You are smarter, you are more smarter to know the drill. You have a negative perception about yourself, okay, about your abilities, how you look, the color of your skin, the jean that you are wearing, whatever. Okay, because why? On the inside you don't feel enough about yourself, you don't feel beautiful. Okay, internally you have negative beliefs about yourself. That is a characteristics of you having a low self-esteem, is that you judge yourself, you are detrimental, you are having detrimental thoughts about yourself. Okay, so you can have positive perceptions about yourself irrespective of your performance, your ethnicity, your surroundings, your origin. You can still believe positive about yourself. Your beliefs, they will reflect in your behavior, how you see yourself, how you treat others, and how you see the world. Remember that the world reflects and materializes your most inner belief. Your life will be a reflection of who you are on the inside. That's why you can have a $5 million Lamborghini and still be miserable and still treat people with disrespect and be arrogant. It's because on the inside you're miserable. But if you are a loving person on the inside, you have self-worth, you respect yourself, you will respect other people as well. When you hate yourself, you are miserable on the inside, you're feeling bad about yourself, you're going to hate and disrespect other people. Your behavior reflects who you are, your true colors. Your true color. When someone shows you their true colors, believe them the first time. Okay, I learned that from the Oprah. She said that when someone shows you their true colors, believe them. Don't try to justify and rationalize them. Okay, so let's work on changing your color from black to glorious white to shiny sparkling white. Okay, you attract into your life your beliefs. What am I saying? No, I want to say, remember that the world will reflect and materialize your innermost held beliefs. Okay, you attract into your life what you believe. You always get what you believe and not what you want. And what you believe is who you are. As man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Your life is a manifestation of those beliefs, of those thoughts that you are having in your mind. If you believe you're good, you will be a good person. Your behavior will show it. If you believe you are bad and you feel bad, you will feel more bad and you will be a bad person. Your behavior will show. Okay, what you say, how you do, how you treat others, how you treat the environment will show. If you believe you're good, you're graceful, you will feel more good, you feel more graceful, and it will show in your behavior, and the world will reflect back that to you. When you have fearful thoughts, okay, events which you are most fearful about will occur. Have you realized that? Yeah, Job, you are now talking about the law of attraction or the universe, new age. You know what? Believe. You have the liberty to choose what you believe. Okay, so throughout this presentation, you can sit down and say, I don't like this, no, I reject it, I like this, I'm going to apply it, I'm going to adopt it. Okay, so it's like that. Choose what you believe, and what you believe creates your destiny. It determines your destiny. It's like when you choose a behavior, you choose a consequence. Okay, when you choose a belief, you choose when you choose a belief, you choose, it's like you are choosing a certain manifestation of your of your reality, because those beliefs, they create reality. Okay, so believe whatever you want to believe. Okay, I'm just sharing what I believe will help you, and then you going to take what you think it's necessary for you. Okay, by your beliefs you are creating your world. Okay, internally, if you are convinced you are worthy, you will feel good. I said it before. Okay, so now building self-esteem, it's erasing those negative beliefs. If you want to build your self-esteem, you've got to deal with your mindset. It's all in here. Okay, so erasing negative beliefs about yourself and learning to love yourself, learning to have positive beliefs about yourself, learning to have wonderful beliefs, wonderful thoughts about yourself, irrespective, in no matter, it doesn't matter what is happening within. What is happening on the other side. You can have a horrible day and still think, oh my God, what a day. What a challenging day. I'm growing. I'm becoming more stronger. How do I navigate this? And you 5 years back, you will have blamed on the person, you have blamed on the situation, or felt miserable about yourself. Oh, how can I do this again? Oh my God, I'm just such a fool. Or two different mindsets, same situation. So can we move on? I'm talking about reconciling the negative traits, okay, that you have about yourself. Negative traits is the things that you think negative about yourself. It can be you being slow, it can be talking slow, it can be whatever that you hate and you don't like about yourself, okay, whatever trait, okay. So every coin has both sides, okay, the negative, positive, left, right, up, down. I'm just giving you example, throwing example at your throat. Day and night, sadness, happiness, love, hate. Oh, Jesus is have both traits. Being a lamb and a lion, you can be rough or be gentle. You know the drill, okay? And so are you. Tada, and so are you. Having a combination of everything, it makes you whole, okay? There is something positive. There is a positive. There is a positive and there is a negative, the advantage and the disadvantage of every trait that you have. So self-esteem is recognizing a trait that you have and seeing only the disadvantage, seeing only the ugly side, okay, how it's slowing you down, how it's making you fail, how it's making you feel bad or feel incapable in front of your colleagues. Okay, so I need to help you to help you recognize that for every trait that you think that it's negative, that you are hating yourself for, it has positive sides. It's part of the coin. It makes up the whole. Without that trait, the whole won't exist, because of every coin has both sides. So we need to learn how to see the positives, how to see how the trait that you are having, it's helping you, how we need to see its advantage, how what roles does it play, and how you can use it in advancement of your dreams and of your purpose, okay, because of for every trait there are two sides, okay. So you mostly hate yourself for the things that you think are disadvantage, for the traits that you think are disadvantage, okay. So let's move forward. Building self-esteem is learning to love and accept all the negatives you have about yourself, that you perceive, that you are having about yourself, okay, that you perceive. So very important word. There are therefore there are reasons, they are there, okay. As I said before, that every trait that you are having, that you are hating yourself for, it serves a function, okay. We are not seeing it yet, okay. So they are part of the whole. Without them, there is no coin. The problem is that we reject and we hate on them, and what you hate and what you reject about yourself will magnify and show up in various forms, okay. Like shame, it will show up like guilt or fear, irritation, okay. You're going to have shame or irritation because of the color of your skin. So you don't want to do a presentation because you are surrounded with people of different color, because you feel shame and you feel what and it affects your presentation as well. So I hope my presentation is not affected. How am I doing, by the way? How am I doing? So reconcile the negative about you. Let's continue. Okay. um we do not need to change the other side of the coin. You don't need to change yourself. You are already perfect. Okay, someone convinced you that there is something wrong with you, so you felt bad for years, man. So now I'm convincing you that, you know what, you are a perfect image of God. You are wonderful and fearfully made. Okay, you can feel good whether you have failed dismally or you have succeeded. Okay, you can feel good about yourself, whether the next person think that you are beautiful or you are not beautiful, you are not their type. You can feel good. Okay, so you do not need to change. Why do you have a low self-esteem? It's because you believe there's something wrong with you that you must change. But you don't need to change. Okay? Once you feel perfect, you're going to feel good and your self-esteem will increase. So I'm convincing you that you are actually good. It's good. You've got 2 legs, 2 feet. You've got, what else do you want? Okay, the reason why you want to change, the reason why you are hating on yourself is because you believe that what you see on yourself is not beautiful. It's not about it. It's just on the inside you feel miserable, you feel ugly or unlovable. How about we change that? Okay, how about we change how you feel about yourself on the inside, unlike focusing on the outside? Don't you think it's going to tremendously change and affect you in a positive way? Am I am I preaching nicely today? Let's move forward. We need first to accept and to love the other side of the coin. You need to learn to accept and to love parts of yourself that you've been hating for so long. There's something you hate about yourself. There's something you reject about yourself. That's why your self-esteem is low. Learning to build a high self-esteem, it's learning to love those, learning to reconcile, learning to love those traits. If there's something you hate about yourself, that it's a trait that you are born with, God made you that way, but you feel that you want to change it, it's because someone has convinced you that it's not good enough. Someone has convinced you that it's not beautiful, it's wrong, it's not superior. And it's an advert that you saw on the television, and mostly it's your celebrities, how they live and what they do and what they preached has convinced you in a wrong way, and it eats away your self-esteem, like a python. So whatever trait that you're having, you need to learn because every coin has both sides. You need to learn how it serves you. What are the positives that you are not seeing? Because of low self-esteem, you're only seeing the negatives. You are only seeing the ugly side. But what are the positives? How does it serve you? How does it serve you? What are the advantages of that trait that you are hating? Okay, just because someone rejected it, they were reflecting onto you that there is something in them that they hate. So they told you that you are not beautiful, you are not what this thing is not perfect in you, and you accepted it, and then they made you believe the worst or wrong about yourself. have a negative outlook about yourself, judge yourself. Okay, it's they were projecting, they were reflecting their own insecurities on you. So you need to find out what are the other side of the trait that you are not seeing. Okay, and then because this trait, it has both sides, it means there are advantages that you are not aware of. Its existence, it's making up the part of the whole, so we don't have to remove it, because if we remove it, we are changing the whole. So we don't have to remove the side of the coin, we don't have to change it, because the way God has made it, it's already perfect. We need to learn to love it, to see how it serves us, and to understand how we can use it, integrate it in our lives, in our behavior, how we can use it to achieve and to advance on our purpose. Okay, I'm feeling much purposeful, I'm feeling purposeful, guys. Okay, Rebo, it's time for reconciliation. Are you ready for some activities? Are you ready to work on your self-esteem? Okay, so I want you to choose a specific trait about yourself which you believe it has a negative side, which you hate yourself for, which you feel is the most ugliest. Maybe you are a slow thinker, maybe you don't take much action, or you are a person who takes much action but you don't actually reflect, you don't actually think and plan properly. You are not a structured person. You know, there are those structured people who are logical and structured and methodological. You know, whatever trait that you think it's a disadvantage, it's a setback, so more, and I want you to recognize it. Okay, to choose that trait, to write it down. Okay, write it down. Maybe you are a person who is giving more action, you are action orientated, or you are spontaneous. Other people are too logical and too what. So let's begin, let's go on. So you're going to choose that trait. I've chosen slow for myself. Okay, I'm kind of like a snail, you know, a snail. That's a trait that I acknowledged a long time ago. Maybe that's why I miss opportunities of dating so many girls in my life. Anyway, I've chosen slow. I want you to choose any trait that you have that you think it's a setback on yourself. Okay, so now you are going to write how it helps you. You're going to write you are going to write the advantage of that trait. Okay, you were seeing the negatives, you were seeing the ugly side. What is the positive of that trait? Because for every trait there is a both side, there is a negative and a positive. But you dwelling on the negatives, it makes you believe and think and develop hatred about that trait that you are having, and it blinds you to not seeing the positive. It blinds you to not seeing how it, how you can use the trait, or how you you can how it serves you. Yeah, how it serves you. It blinds you not seeing how it serves you. So you're going to write those. Okay, you're going to write 5 advantages, how it serves you. You must be willing to see the other side that you don't see right now. Because of, if you won't do this exercise, you won't see the other side. And when you won't see the other side, loss of esteem will continue, because you will still see the negative in your mind. And remember that loss of esteem, it's seeing the negative, it's rethinking, rehearsing the negative, the negatives in your mind, and your behavior will follow based on the thinking that you are having about yourself and about that trait that is in yourself, because that trait is making part of yourself. Remember, Jesus is the lamb, he's a lion. There is day, there is night, there is happiness, there is. So you have to acknowledge that there is this other side. It serves a purpose. What did I write? I write, being slow, how does it serve me? You pay much attention to detail. Okay, pay much attention to detail. You make minimal mistakes. 80% of the decisions, they will prove to be right. Okay, why? Because of you are slow at taking action. You are a reflective person. Okay, speed is the new big. Well, there is a snail who takes time and enjoy the walk, enjoy the present, the gift of the present moment. They're able to recognize the gift of the present because they are in the present moment. Okay, so it has its own advantage. That is the trade, that is my trade. Okay, I have to write this thing down every day until my behavior, my feelings about me being slow change, so that even when I apply for a job or I do certain things based on my personality, based on my DNA makeup. Okay, and people who will be hating me, oh no, this guy is slow as well, I'm using it as an advantage. I can use it to help you. Let me show you how. Okay, so when you feel good about yourself, people will feel good about yourself, and they wouldn't mind about your negatives. Okay, because of you've acknowledged them, and you see how they can serve you. Okay, and then the negatives about them, now you are aware of them, and you are working on, you also have the know-how of how you can turn those negative into positives. Okay, for example, if you know you are slow on preparing, you wake up 1 hour or 2 hours before people, and you prepare. Okay, if you're going to do a presentation at 8, you arrive at, by 7 o'clock you are there, you are already preparing. Okay, or 2 hours before you are there, you're already preparing. Why? Because you know you are a slow person. You have acknowledged it. You pay much attention to detail. Okay, you are non-reactive to the situation. You have a balanced perspective. You analyze, you think. So the idea is for you to write how the negative trait that you are having about yourself, it's able to serve you, its advantages, and how you can use it to advance your purpose. So you need to write this. It's very important for you to recognize the other side. Okay, I don't want to be preaching the same thing again and again for some years. Okay, I need to move on. Okay, so you are going to write down at least 10, okay, every day. All right. 10 ways every day that negative trait is an advantage, how it helps you. Okay, you must also develop awareness of its advantages. So you need to acknowledge the negative disadvantage of your trait, and how you will make up for those disadvantage of that trait. Okay, as I said, that if you are a slow person, It means that you won't be able to act fast on certain opportunities that are time based. Okay, so that means that you will need the awareness. Okay, you will need the awareness of you being aware on whether the situation requires you to be fast, it's advantage for you to be fast, or it's actually a disadvantage for you to be fast. Okay, to act fast. Okay, so we need to accept both sides. There are negatives that you're thinking about yourself. The problem why you're feeling bad, why you're feeling down, why you see self down, is because you are hating on yourself, because you don't see the other side. You don't see how that trade is saving you. It exists for a reason. I'm telling you, it exists for a reason. So I want you to challenge yourself. I want you to challenge yourself that, damn it, there've been some other positives that I'm not seeing. So you must start seeing those positives. Write them down every day until your behavior change, until you feel different about that thing, until that hate dissolves. The hate about yourself dissolves. If you are having you are hating on yourself because you are having, you feel that you're having a big body, go and find out what is good about your body, what is good about having a caring a chubby body, being made with that makeup in your DNA. Go and write it every day. Go and search for the advantages every day. I'm telling you, there's going to be a time where your mind shifts. You will start to feel different about your body, and then when you start to feel different, you will be able to manage it well, because what you hate, it influences you. You lose power over it. If you hate your body, you will lose power and control over it. But if you love your body and you appreciate your body will respond positively. You will have more influence. You will be free to control. You will be free to direct the destiny of your body. Okay, so hate, it binds us. Love, it frees us. Okay, so am I not wasting time? Of course I'm not wasting time. I'm giving you the good news. I'm like that guy who's delivering the good news. I deliver the gospel. So see both sides of the trade. Every trade, it's neither good nor bad. It is the perception you have about that trade that you conclude in your mind whether it's a good or it's a bad trade. But with low self-esteem, the trade that you are having, you have concluded that it's bad, it's ugly, it's unproductive, it slows you down, it's not acceptable, it needs to change. That's why you have been hating on yourself, and you've been feeling bad, and having those thoughts, you feel bad, you hate yourself, thinking negative about yourself. Your behavior catches up with your beliefs. So now let's look for the positives in that trade. Look for the positive until your behavior change, until your feelings change. Look for how it serves you. Write it down every day, every morning, every night, at least 5. I'm not asking you to type like you're a typewriter at the reception who's able to type 100 words per second. No, I'm just saying 5 in the morning, 5 before you go to bed. Because if you look for the positives, they are there. You're going to find them, and then after finding them, go the next day, do it. If it takes 6 weeks to do it, do it until your behavior change, until your feelings about yourself change. Now you see the negatives and the positives. You see the advantage and the disadvantage. What you need to do, how can you improve? how do you how do you behave? What are the habits that you can start to practice that will magnify the positives, that it make you bring more better results, that you use that trait to bring you more better results? And what are the behaviors and habits that you can build in yourself that will further help you, in going away from being affected by those behaviors? Okay, so you are a steward of your mindset. Okay, you are a steward of your mindset. Whether you believe a trait is bad, it's disadvantageous, or is good and advantageous, your beliefs will become a reality. Your behavior, therefore your life, will reflect those beliefs. In no matter whether those beliefs that you are having about yourself, they serve you or they don't serve you. So I want to work with you so that we create beliefs in your mindset, in your subconscious. We train your subconscious. We train you to create beliefs that will help you reach your destiny. Not sabotage you, okay, but that will help you reach your destiny. You're number one. You're number one. Okay. Ooh la la. Ooh la la. Rewire your mindset for a healthy self-esteem. Working on yourself is a beautiful thing that you can do for yourself. Okay, working on yourself is a beautiful thing that you can do. Being ridiculed, being rejected, being abused when you were a child, okay, it affects your self-esteem. People not believing in you, it affects your self-esteem. Why? Because of you don't believe in yourself. By making us believe less about ourselves and having negative perceptions on ourselves. Okay, so these experiences of being bullied, being ridiculed, being rejected, they affect your self-esteem in such a way that they make you feel less, they make you feel rejected, they make you feel that you are not worthy. So you have negative perceptions about yourself, negative beliefs, negative mindset. You have a negative view on yourself, that you are not beautiful, okay, that you are not smart enough, okay, because you saw some celebrity with a Lamborghini on television on a Saturday night show, so you feel less. They make you feel that what you have is not enough, so that you can go into the mall to go and buy. That's marketing anyway. So having bad experiences make us feel less about ourselves, because we were trained that we can only feel good about ourselves when we are having positive experiences. And you know what? That's not correct. Having positive experiences, you can feel good. Having negative experiences, you can also feel good. We can also learn to love challenges. You can also learn to train yourself to love challenges, because it is these negative experiences, it is these challenging times that makes you grow, that makes you have a balanced perspectives, come up with ideas that challenges yourself. That's growth. That's what you need. You will never grow until you are under a challenge. Comfortable times, they don't make you grow. They don't make you grow and improve. Okay, so it's just a shift in the mindset, as having the advantage and the awareness to see the other side that we don't see. We are suffering because we are not seeing the other side. Punishing a child in an environment where love, affirmation, acceptance is minimal and sometimes non-existing, it causes a child to believe that they are not worthy, that they are less. Something is missing. There is a shortage of something. What do we know? What do you know? You will always act and behave according to what you believe about yourself. How you treat other people, it's how you believe about yourself. If experiences we had made us believe less, feel shame, feel undeserving, inadequate, don't we have the power to change those beliefs irrespective of our past experiences and our current conditions? Can we think positive? Can I think positive about myself even though I'm having a bad day? Sure, you can. You can choose to believe. We have the power to think thoughts and not make them our attention. We have power to have thoughts and to select which thoughts we adopt, which thoughts to reject. That's freedom. We have the power. There are thoughts that are helping you, that are motivating you to push forward, and there are thoughts that are sabotaging you, that are sabotaging your behavior, that are making you lazy. You choose which thoughts to adopt. You choose which thoughts to allow and to condone, to accept, to cherish, or to reject. Choose the thoughts that are empowering to you. Okay, that you are beautiful, that you are smart, that you are lovely, that you are in a hurry to help people, that you are unstoppable, that what you seek seeks you. Okay, just that rejection is another step towards your success. Whatever that you are facing, it's making you stronger. That it's not it's part of the process. It's making you stronger. All things works together for good. Which thoughts are you believing? Which thoughts are you having about yourself? Are you having hateful thoughts? As man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Because low self-esteem, thinking negative, shameful thoughts, undeserving thoughts about yourself. Low self-esteem, it's thinking those thoughts, thinking negative. That's a low self-esteem. You have the power to think and to select positive thoughts. Okay, you have the power. You need training. Okay, so that those thoughts will become automatic, which will just overflow with positive, deserving thoughts, that push you forward, that makes you feel inspired and to push more and to do more. And when you're like that, people will feel inspired. Okay, they will feel, oh my god, I feel good when I'm like that guy. He motivates me, he's motivated. But you had a rough day, you speak something positive, something nice to your colleagues, they're like, my god, this guy, I thought he will break up. No, he has built his mentality, his mental fortitude. Okay, so train yourself to believe worthy about yourself. Why? Your mind is a flexible noodle. At any moment, you can choose to let go of old beliefs and any belief that no longer serves you. You can adopt new beliefs and let go of the past old beliefs. Adopting new beliefs, letting go of the past beliefs, is the same. It's synonymous to setting your mind from something old which is no longer working, okay, to something new, something which is desired. It's setting your mind from something towards something. We adopt these new beliefs. You need to adopt new beliefs. You need to adopt them because they are going to pull you to the next level of your life. They are going to pull you. They are important for taking you to the next level. Okay, if you don't have enough confidence, you don't have the motivation and the courage to create the life that you want, to move to the next level. Let's move to the next level. Okay, let's go and build our dreams. Let's go and discover our destiny. Let's approach life with an open mindset. And failure is not normal. It's normal. Yeah, failure is normal. It's not a bad thing. We learn by failing. The reason that you are failing is because of you are taking action. Those who are paralyzed by the fear of failure, they are not taking action. They are paralyzed by the fear of failure, fear of rejection. So if you fail, it means you are doing something, and that's a positive sign of a person who is going somewhere. Are you recognizing how I think about failure, how I think about rejection? Have you recognized that I'm seeing the other side of failure? I'm seeing the other side of the coin. Okay. I hope you do. I hope you do. Carrying on with the Lord's work, let's affirm new beliefs in our minds. To affirm is to make firm, is to make strong a belief in your mind. Remember that low self-esteem is characterized by you having strong beliefs, strong negative beliefs, being critical of yourself, judging yourself, hating on yourself by thinking negative. And this belief that you have been carrying for so long, negative beliefs about yourself that you have been carrying for so long, they are keeping you in the current level. To get into the next level, you need to change, because next level requires a different you. You can't live a victorious life with a victim mindset, with a defeated mindset. So we need to erase negative mindsets, all of them. We need to be ruthless. You need to be ruthless with it. Erase them, have positive ones, replace them with positive ones, and make them strong, make them firm. Okay, affirm yourself, affirm them. If you find yourself blaming on other people for your woes and woes, you find yourself feeling unworthy, feelings of shame, comparing yourself, you have the need to prove others that they are wrong. That's all signs of a low self-esteem. That's a low self-esteem, a low self-worth behavior. Okay, so if you have these thoughts and these tendencies, it's time to love yourself. Loving yourself, I mean giving yourself permission to change and to be better. When you change and you do better, you are going to have a better experience. Okay, you are going to allow yourself to have a better experience, and it's going to transform your mind. So I said it before. To affirm is to make something strong. So we want you to recognize all the negative thoughts that you have about yourself, and to also take action and to replace them. Okay, so you're going to write all the negative thoughts, all this negative thinking that you usually think about yourself when you are under pressure, when you fail, when they ridicule you. When you fail, what comes when you face rejection? What first comes in your mind? What do you think about yourself? Okay, how do you convince yourself out of a situation? How do you convince yourself out of doing something that you love? How do you convince yourself out of doing something that you know you must do, that will pull you and will push your dream forward? Okay, we all have ways of convincing ourselves. If, for example, you are a guy, there is a girl that you are interested, you want to approach her, but you end up not approaching. Why? In your mind, you have to make up stories and beliefs and thinking and mindsets that you have to develop in order to convince yourself to stop approaching. So you are convincing yourself, you are telling yourself stories, you are rationalizing certain beliefs why you should not go and do your best. Okay, this what I'm saying, it's all behavior characterized as not being confident. Okay, low self-esteem behavior. We need to replace it. Okay, so it first start with dealing with our minds. So first thing first, in the morning, just before you go out, okay, you are going to affirm yourself that you are worthy, that you are beautiful. You do it in the present moment. Okay, I am worthy, I am beautiful, I am lovable. You look yourself in the mirror, you write it down. Okay, you see yourself being worthy, you see yourself being a lovable person. If there's some part of yourself that you hate, okay, maybe it's your legs, maybe it's the color of your skin, whatever. Okay, you say, I accept myself completely, I accept all parts of myself, I accept my leg, and I love it, and it's beautiful. Okay, you want to replace the negative thoughts with the positive thoughts, and you want to visualize it as you say it, and you want to say it to yourself a million times until you feel different, until you feel a change. Okay, and then it's then after you feel a change that your behavior and your attitude will change. Okay, it means that that negative mindset that is holding you where you are, it is broken, but it takes time, it takes practice. So you have to visualize, you have to speak to yourself or record yourself on your phone and listen to yourself telling yourself, okay, that you are beautiful, that you are smart, whatever that you want to affirm. Okay, if you are struggling from acceptance, you are afraid that people will reject you, see yourself being loved, being accepted, and accepting yourself and loving yourself, and let go of the need to feel loved, let go of the need to feel accepted. How do you let go of that need? By you first accepting yourself. So in the morning, you are going to affirm, you write it down maybe 5 times. I love and accept myself, I am a lovable person. You tell it until you believe it. You just say it, you just write it down, you rehearse it, you look yourself in the mirror, you tell it, you say it to yourself, you record it on your phone, you listen to it throughout the day. The more engaged you are, the more time you invest in affirming and reprogramming your mind, replacing the old thoughts, welcoming the new, imprinting the new positive thoughts in your mind, the quicker the transformation. Late at night, just before you go to bed, you take your diary, you write it. You write those affirmations. I accept every fiber of my being. I release the need to blame myself. I am wonderfully and fearfully made. Whatever that you want to affirm yourself, you need to affirm. Because if you will not do these things, if you will not take this activity and do it daily, commit to it, your mind will still run and repeat those old negative thinking patterns that you have been repeating for the past years, and nothing will change until you change. Okay, you have been criticizing yourself, you have been telling yourself and believing that you are not smart enough, or you are not good enough, or you are not enough. Okay, and it's keeping you on the same level of esteem. Now I'm challenging you to go to, how about you go to the next level? How about you move to a higher level of self-esteem and self-confidence, and putting it to you that it will help you make bolder steps. It will help you take bolder steps towards your dreams, towards your purpose, towards the things that matters to you. Okay, so write them down, 5 in the morning, 5 at night, and you're going to do it until your behavior change. It may take up to 3 weeks, sometimes it takes up to 6 weeks, 3 months, until that thing in your mind, it changes, until you feel different, until you notice a change in your behavior. Let's carry on. Let's move on. You are going to write them down, 5 affirmations, or 10 or 20. The more you commit, the quicker the transformation. Do it morning, night, and when you do it, I want you to feel it. Okay, and you do this affirmation to replace your old mindset, to replace your old beliefs, to imprint new belief that will help you move to the next level. To the next level. The primary goal of building self-esteem, it's learning how to love yourself. You are learning how to appreciate and how to love yourself. You are learning to let go of the judgmental thoughts that you been having about yourself. You are learning to let go of those negative tendencies. You are learning to to shed the old skin. Okay, so that is the primary goal of you learning to love yourself, to believe in yourself. So this is a very wonderful work that you can do, because if you don't love yourself, you reject yourself, you will even reject the good that comes in your life, because internally you believe that you are not worthy. Okay, if you have shame and you believe that you are not worthy, you have a low self-esteem, every good that God has prepared in your life, you are going to destroy it. You are going to frustrate yourself and do things that it destroys the good. You are going to do certain things that frustrate you. Okay, self-sabotage. If you are done something and you punish yourself by thinking negative, feeling guilty, you are not going to be welcoming of the good, because internally you believe that you are not worthy. Okay, so let's learn to love ourselves. Right? What are the things that you can do in addition to what we've been discussing on the presentation, that you can do daily to learn to appreciate yourself, the things that you will be doing to appreciate and to loving yourself. What are those things? What are those? Those with wisdom, let them apply understanding. These are the closing remarks by the Kabbalion. Everything is dual. Everything has poles. Everything has its pair of opposites. Like and unlike are the same. Opposites are identical in nature, but different in degrees. Extremes meet. All truth are but half truth. All paradoxes may be reconciled. The lips of wisdom are closed, except to the ears of understanding. Information about myself, you can send me an email or visit me on my social media or on my website. I will see you in the winner's cycle.
Job Sono is the superior man.